Yeah, that's the whole point. I want to be able to be naked whenever I want, wherever I want. I want to be able to not hide a boner. I want to be able to have sex with whoever I want to have sex with. These are my ideals. I think this is what everyone wants. I think it really is just love, and it's really just us, and that's real. So all the trauma in the world, the whole life fight is just about love. All the hard things, you're like, oh my god, this is so difficult. All the pain, it's all because you're resisting love. You're working through the pain to get to the land of love. It's real. It's real, man. It's real. I'm a human that's alive. I have cells. You have cells. I'm in a place that's floating and we don't even know what and how big it is. There's gravity, there's electricity, there's alive humans, and there's this that's happening right now. And it's been happening since a long time ago, since before anybody who's alive today was alive. And we're all alive today, right now. So it's just a matter of time at this point. We're gonna reach some conclusion, whether it's a unifying one or a disastrous one. We're gonna reach the conclusion that we're all here together right now. And then, who knows? I hope we go up. I think there's up or down. I think in super high after planetary, that moment, on a super high level, I think you either black hole in your spot in the universe or you ascend the whole universe. And I think our universe hasn't ascended because we didn't do it, because I think that the humans are gonna win the whole universe. And it also makes sense that if you would ascend it, you would reverse all the gravity, so you would reverse all those black holes. And so the fact that we see a lot of black holes is real. The fact that this is still happening is real. The fact that time is still flowing and that flow is related to gravity, that's still real. And the fact that my neck is hurting because I'm saying true things, or I have to like keep swimming because like, you know, people want to hold you back all the time, even though it's just us, but competition is real. And so I guess people want to be at the top of the pyramid, and that's all good. And I hope I make it to the very top of the pyramid, and then I hope I reverse the pyramid and free the world, because that's what I want to do. But I'll make it to the top of the pyramid first, and then you, whatever. Anyways, so what I was saying was, it's gonna play out how it's gonna play out, but the reality is, even if I died tomorrow, or anyone dies tomorrow, they're still gonna go the way it's gonna go, and it's gonna go towards the collective moment. The collective moment would unlock our potential like massively as a species. We're doing well, but we're massively limited because we uh, ignore that we're here together. We're in constant denial that there's a separation between us and others. There's privacy. It's real in the sense that there are things about me that you don't know, but it's not real in the fact that it's not here. It's just as here and in continuous link as every other moment you've had, when like your best friend told you that she got molested when she was a kid, when it was just you in the car. That's privacy now, but A, she just really told you that. B, that really actually happened, and in no moment was that ever in some different universe of a private curtain. It was always here, the same here. Whether it was nighttime or daytime, the same earth, the same space. And so, on a religious way, I've called that like in the light of God. But who cares of how you define it? It's, you know what I mean. So the only thing that hasn't happened is that we haven't admitted this / realized it. so when we realize it, I think that we obviously make peace with ourselves, with our situation, with what we're in, with each other, and how we go about that, because obviously the power structures are gonna mess up, right? I don't really think, like, I think I will make it to the top in a lot of ways, so I want to, like, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna avoid money kind of thing, and so as long as money exists and as long as people respect it and follow it and do stuff for it, then yeah, there's not going to be peace in, right? So I feel like, based on the human condition, we could all sing Hare Krishna and hold each other's hands, but everyone's gonna go to sleep and go to work the next day. So uh, people could control you with money, and we're being controlled by money, but you can't get out of it, because I know, like, I need food, etc. But I mean, as soon as you have a little money, you can buy some land, you can grow some food. There's no money in the sun, and there's no money in nature growing things for you. And there's no money in if you're able to feed yourself and do that. So it's important to remember all these things. The synchronicities of life are amazing. I really do believe that we're all God, and that our perspectives are being pulled into the higher thing in real time, creating that higher consciousness or God. Like, I really believe that. And I think that when you get communication, like you see your friend type you something and it says, like, oh, don't you have a YouTube, you should have a YouTube account. And I'm like, I have a YouTube account. And then today I'm shooting this YouTube video, like, in part because she said that, so there's like massive connection. But I think that also sometimes weird coincidental things happen. That's just because there is a higher consciousness of God that we all make, the way all this your cells make you. So when you're just walking in the street and then, like, the right thing happened for you, it's because the right thing happened for you. Like, if I cut my finger, I'm gonna put a band-aid on it because it's the right thing for me to do to those cells at that moment. So there's communication both ways. And so yeah, that's heavy. God is real. God is real. And so the whole thing about hell and the devil, I think that's just like the inverse of God loving. It's like loving itself with the idea of a disconnect from the thing that it's in. That creates gravity, which is like inversion, like gravity. Me. That's what gravity is. So it goes inwards on itself. The light is still there, and it's going inwards. If you could think of what inwards would be within a space, like it's going in an inverted world, but it's still traveling. Like, black holes are still sucking in light and time and space, and they're still flowing. So it's important to realize all these things, that both of those things could happen. Like, I'm not sure that the humans will ascend the universe, but I feel like I believe it, if I have any chance to partake in it. But maybe we're just another black hole species, and maybe worse, maybe like we're the one important species that if we black hole, like, we're all doomed to eternity, like the entire universe in a black hole. Like, who knows, man? But the way we write stories and stuff, like, everything I'm saying feels like it makes sense. Like, why would stories have plots that way if that wasn't related to what the true thing is? So I think it might be 50-50 for reals. And it's like everything that we say and do until that day is useless because it's going to be 50-50 anyways. But if we remember the truth at that moment, that it's not about you individually, it's about what this thing is and where we're trying to go. If we remember that, right in the last moments, I think the only way to go is up.